it's time, you guys. We are making the Christmas crack from our Celebration Menu Planning Made Easy box. Y'all, I'm so excited. We have 5 days, not 5 weeks of desserts. These are some of the best ever. This is my first battle of Christmas crack this year. So as you're hopping on, I would love to know if you have ever made Christmas crack. What's your thoughts on it? It's one of my favorite recipes, but it does, like, usually my first batch turns out bad. So we're gonna see if the first batch goes okay or not. As you're hopping on, tell me good morning. We're gonna talk about these aprons. Y'all, I have some stuff to tell you about today. We're gonna start by making the Christmas crack. So what you're gonna need is 2 sticks of butter. You're also gonna need a cup of brown sugar and a bunch of saltine crackers and 1 3/4 cups of chocolate chips. So that you know this, because I love you and I measured this out this morning, because y'all, we need to know about the chocolate chip situation. The chocolate chips are an entire bag of chocolate chips is 2 cups. So God is gonna give you an extra 1/4 cup of chocolate chips the day that you make this recipe, so that you can enjoy your life just a little bit more. Tell me, what is your favorite recipe to make? Also, hit that share this button. We will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Here's my one tip on the crackers. Make them salty side down, and that means your tongue will touch the salty first, which is just an extra special gift to yourself. So it probably doesn't matter, but I do that because I want to taste. If I'm going to eat the salt, I want to enjoy all the salt. I want to make sure I taste it. Now, this recipe is a little finicky, so if you've never made it before, like I said, this is my first time making it this year. It does settle up a little bit differently. It's kind of a candy. It's not a hard candy. It's probably the easiest recipe you'll ever make. It's also super frugal, so when we had no moolah, I love that we can make this super easily. Hang on, let me get y'all down so you can see. Here we go. This is just a really frugal recipe because literally it's a cup of butter, cup of brown sugar, a bag of chocolate chips, minus a few so you can eat some, and then that's it, y'all. It's super, super cheap. It makes a bunch. I'm going to talk to you about some ways that you can put your different containers you can use to gift these throughout the year. I just love this one. Oh, Don Becky Ladd, how do you make your magic cookie bars? Do you do the ones that have the, is it the sweetened condensed milk with, we call them Hello Dolly bars, I think. Sweetened condensed milk, butterscotch chips, chocolate chips, coconut, graham cracker crumbs. Does that sound like what you use for those? You're gonna need just more than a sleeve. So go ahead and make sure you have enough crackers. You can use store brand crackers. I'm using Kroger brands. You do not have to have saltines, even though certain crackers do taste better. I probably wouldn't get the super, super, super cheap ones at Walmart because I don't think they do have the same type of crunch. They might get a little more soggy. You wanna try really hard to make your pan full, because otherwise you're gonna have a little bit of a mess. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get one more row of crackers here. I've got it. Don't forget, guys, hit that share this button. We will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Don Becky Ladd said yes. James, just last night, Don said, or Becky, last night, my husband said to me, he was like, you gotta make Hello Dolly bars. That's his favorite. It's not necessarily, I don't know. There's so many that I love. It's probably not my favorite. This might be one of my favorites, but it's also just one of those ones that I think I've made so many times I just know really well. Okay, so there's our crackers. I should have probably started y'all over here with the butter, but come over here. We're gonna start our butter right there. I'm gonna go ahead and heat that up. And I should have started that ahead. You're gonna get this heated, and you're gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar. So I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna try to go fast, so I've got it heating pretty warmly. So I'm gonna stir it and see if we can't do this quickly so that y'all aren't stuck watching forever. I should have thought to have my butter melted early. Your goal is to get your butter to melt, and then it has to kind of be at a boiling point. So let me tell you, in the recipe card, here's what the card looks like. Actually, while we're waiting for that, I can show y'all. Do y'all want information on the aprons? Y'all let me know, hearts or comments or likes if you're curious about the aprons, and we'll let this kind of get to simmering. So what this is gonna do is, in a saucepan, you wanna heat butter and brown sugar until gently boiling, stirring it constantly. Then you're gonna reduce your heat and then continue at a low boil for 3 to 5 minutes. Your goal is to get, I'll show you the consistency that you want your sugar at. So let's get it to boiling. Y'all, I really should have started this by melting ahead. Thank you for your patience. I'll show you the apron and talk through the apron really fast if y'all are curious about it while I stir. There's my sink. Good morning. How's your sink looking today? Let me know. Okay. This stuff is your favorite to make? Okay, are any of y'all curious about aprons? I'm gonna keep stirring. Don't let me stop stirring. Here's the information on the aprons. We have been waiting for eternity for these aprons to get here. We really wanted to have them ready for you guys pre-Christmas. We were supposed to get them in Thursday, which was gonna be better. We did not get them in Thursday. Now we're supposed to get them in today. Assuming they get here, we will launch these tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern time. As always, we'll do our very best price at launch. I think the full price, I want to say, is $39 or $44. So it'll be a little bit off of that. We have 2 styles available. I asked my husband this weekend, I said, if they don't get here, can we go ahead and pre-sell them if they don't get here? And he said, you know what? I would prefer you not do that because it's so close to the holidays. Many of y'all know our shipping warehouse is in Nashville. They just had all the tornadoes this weekend. So I just don't know that it's wise to actually launch these until we have them in our hands at our warehouse. So hopefully that helps. Hey, Sarah, so glad to see you guys. So glad to see you. Leave some comments here. Thank you for sharing, Becky. Made some last week and they're going, God already had to hide them. I have to hide the stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We're not to a boiling point yet. So I want to show you, here's one apron. Do y'all want to see the other apron while we're waiting for that to get to the boiling point? Where did I put the other apron? Y'all, I don't know where I put my other apron. I'll just show you that at the end. It's really cute. Anyways, I'll have to show it to you later. Let's see. Thank you, y'all. Okay, so if y'all want to see, let's get back into the Christmas crack. Here we go, guys. Here is our Christmas crack. Now, what you want it to do is, see how thin it is right now? It's kind of skinny. What we want it to do is we want it to get really nice, hang on, and bubbly. So it is not there yet. Once I see it at a solid, gentle boiling, while I'm stirring it, see how it's not really mixed yet. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Once it comes a little bit above this, I will let it sit here and boil for 3 to 5 minutes. It's kind of finicky, y'all, so you really do have to watch it. You do not want to burn it because if you burn it, it will taste like you burned it. So you don't want to do that for sure. Here we go. Oh, now I can feel it. You can almost feel it when the texture is right. Before it was a little on the skinny side, so what I'm going to do now, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to actually, it's 9:04. I am going to turn this down just a little bit. I want to keep it at a nice boil. Do y'all see that? So if you're making this, if you're watching the replay and making this, you just want to let it sit now. So it's 9:04. I'm going to sit here patiently. I don't want it to get too crazy. You can give it a stir. It's not going to hurt it if you give it a stir. But I don't want it to boil over, and so I'm on gas heat. My heat is really, really very temperate. It feels it when I make a change. So I want to make sure not to go too high. See how I'm just doing a nice, really, really low rolling boil. I feel like this is the most boring thing to watch ever. 9:07, y'all. We've got to wait till 9:07. So I'll answer any questions y'all have. Tell me if you have any questions or anything else. Oh, while we're waiting, I can show you some fun stuff to pack things in. So do y'all give Christmas treats to folks? I do it for teacher gifts. Sometimes I'll do it for neighbors. I'll do it for my husband's office. And yesterday, I went to Michael's and found the cutest things that we're going to use this week for these. Let me get through your comments. Good morning, Helen. So glad to see you this morning. You don't think you cooked your toffee enough. You do have to cook it enough. If it's not cooked enough, it's going to be too skinny. I'm watching it while we kind of go. Let me show you guys these because I thought these were the most fun. I've never seen these before. They were at Michael's yesterday. They were like 50% off. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but they were too cute for me not to grab them to show you. You could use them for a lot of things. Look at what these are, you guys. Do you see this? So what you can do is they're bakeable. So you could bake a pan with this. You could literally bake a little mini bundt cake. Take it to someone, hack it up, and then they come with the stuff. Hang on, I'm gonna watch this. Still doing good, 9:04. I'm gonna give it till about 9:08. So I've got 3 more minutes, y'all. Watch. Look how cute this is gonna be. You could literally send a little mini bundt cake to somebody like this with a beautiful ribbon. So I've gotta figure out which bundt cake I'm gonna make with this. It's too little to be a honey bundt cake. You could do like a banana bread in it. Y'all, how cute is this? Do y'all love this? I Michaels. I think this is so fun. And I actually used some of their pans this weekend to make muffin cups in, and they did really, really well. So I think they're going to be great. I think they're super fun. I'll show you a couple other ones. How much are the aprons be? I think they're going to be $39 will be the normal price. I want to say 39, 34 or 39. I can't remember. They're so good. They're so, so, so cute. They're also, the straps are super long. Let me watch mine. Okay. Y'all, I've got two, what did I say? I think I've got 2 minutes. Let me show you the apron. It has a tie up at the top, so it's adjustable, so whatever size you are. I like mine to sit up a little bit higher. Y'all, it has taken us 3 to 4 years to source an apron. It is really hard to find an apron. What's nice is depending on your size, you can wrap it around. However you need to wear it, it's gonna be great for you. It does have pockets, of course, because y'all know I have pockets. Oh, I forgot. There's something else I gotta show you. Hang on. Okay, I've got 1 minute. Let's see if I can do this. It comes in the cutest box ever. This is backwards, but it's a little peekaboo box, so your fabric will be right here. This is the pink, this is the blue. It also comes with our favorite Christmas cookie recipe. I'm sorry, chocolate chip cookie recipe, my all-time favorite. And then, you guys, have you seen these? They're gonna launch as well. Okay, I think I've got 1 more minute. Okay, I think I can do this. Cassie, this Christmas crack is so addictive. I agree. Teresa, let me show you what's inside this box. So if you have bought any of our menu plan boxes before, our recipe tins, so many people wanted to be able to write down their own recipes. So look here. Hang on, we gotta take care of the Christmas crack. I'll be right back. I'll show you that in just a second because I don't want to mess this up. Oh, might be a tiny bit burned-y. Oh, it's a little burned-y. I think it's gonna be fine. I knew I shouldn't have talked that long. Okay, y'all. I think it's gonna be fine. I'll let you know. It is definitely a little burned-y. It's my first one, but it's gonna be really good. I promise. It's the perfect texture. It's just maybe a little too long. So I started 4 minutes was pushing it for me. I think it's gonna be okay though, honestly. It doesn't look burnt. Okay, so now we're just gonna drizzle this over here. Oh, it's so good. Oh, y'all, it smells like heaven. I mean, butter and sugar. It's gonna be nice and thick. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is you wanna have your oven already set at 400 degrees. Man, that is my new pan. I am super impressed with that new pan. I'm gonna do this just a little bit. Oh, it's already setting. See, you can tell this is so good because normally it doesn't thicken that fast. This is gonna be the perfect thickest texture. It's just a little thicker than I normally make it. Normally, I would not have to spread it out, but because it is already so thickened, like that's nice and thickened. We're gonna stick this in here as it is. Hope that it melts out a little bit. Let me see. Pop this in your oven, 400 degrees. And we're gonna do 6 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. It is 9:09. I'm gonna do 9:14. What do y'all think? Should I do 9:14, 9:15? What do you think? How long should I go on this, you guys? 9:13? Y'all, I burned my head yesterday with my curling iron. Anyways, 9:14, what do you think? 9:14, we're gonna do that. Okay, let me read through your comments. What brand pan was that? It is from Williams-Sonoma. One of the ladies on my team gave me that and I love it. It's a great baking pan. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, you made this with graham crackers. Good morning from Texas. Okay, while we're waiting to talk through this. So the recipe is from the Celebration Menu Planning Box. If you don't have any of our menu planning boxes, these are so, so good. They would make such a great gift for someone. Possibly if you order today and you live in the Southeast, you would get it. It's from this box for whoever asked for the recipes. So let me show you really fast. We're gonna put a link to the 3-box bundle. If you need 3 boxes, I would get, Low-Cal is what we're gonna be making in January. So we'll be making Low-Cal weeks 1 through 7, 1 through 4. 5 ingredients is the super easiest one. And then I would do the Celebration one because it has all of your Christmas baking recipes in it. So it's all of the recipes you need to make Christmas food. So many good recipes in here. It's your holidays. So it includes Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Cinco de Mayo, birthday party, Valentine's Day, New Year's, vacation menu, all the recipes, Mother's Day, that's it. Okay, so how am I on time? 3 minutes. Please don't let me, y'all like make an alert so I don't miss that. You forgot about this recipe. You need to make some. Yes, you do need to make some. They're so good. So tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern time, if you have ever purchased anything from Passionate Penny Pincher, assuming these aprons are in stock, you're going to get an email from me. And it's going to be about the aprons and these little cards. Good morning, Vicki. So glad to see you. It does not have St. Patrick's Day, Pat, which it should. Pat, are you Irish? Since your name is Pat, I wonder. Okay, so for all of you who have been waiting for this, these are blank recipe cards for you to use in your recipe tin so you can add your own recipes and have them all coordinate. The paper is really well made so you can actually write on it. I know that's been a complaint sometimes about the paper with some of the free cards that come with the box. These have a matte laminate in it because that's what the recipes are printed on, and they're great for holding up. However, they're difficult to write on unless you have a certain type of ballpoint pen. So these are perfect. You can use a tool pen, a Paper Mate Flair. You can pass them down to your kids. You could write down, all the recipes that you want to add in. I think they're darling. I'm so happy with the way they turned out. Again, those will launch as well tomorrow morning, assuming they all get here. These are in the warehouse already. These aprons, we're hoping they get there today. Okay. Y'all, I've got 2 more minutes. Should I go? When should we get the email? You should get the email assuming these aprons come in today. The email should go out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Again, we've got to wait and see if the aprons get here because I don't like launching anything until we actually have it in our hands for sure. Let me go through your can. Let's see, any quick questions you have. You forgot about this recipe. I'm so glad you're here. What you could spread it more over all the crackers. The reason I didn't was because it was pretty thick. So I should have gone a little faster with my Christmas crack. What do the dividers say? The dividers are blank. Such a good question. Oh, and they come in such a cute box. I'm actually going to put them back in. The dividers are blank. So they've got a scripture on the front. It's one of my favorite Bible verses, or it's a little dinner prayer on the front. It says, each one is different. So this one says, Lord Jesus, be our guest, our morning joy and evening rest, and with our daily bread impart your love and joy to every heart, peace to every heart. They're just little simple dinner recipe prayers. We've just used those over the years because I just love old-fashioned dinner graces that we use. So we've always used those in our boxes. Y'all, look how coordinated I am. I look so coordinated. I've got my planner matches, all the things. Okay, it's time to pull out that. I'm going to pull that out because I don't want to burn it totally. As I'm talking. Oh, Lord, please. Please, no burned Christmas crack. Okay. I'm going to move you guys over here because I don't want... Now, watch this. Because it says let cool 3 minutes. I don't usually let it cool 3 minutes. So we're going to just set it right there. We're going to sprinkle our chocolate chips over. And then what will happen is very quickly... they will melt from the heat. And again, I should have spread this around a little bit better. It was really thick. Oh, let me make sure that's all turned off. Okay. It was awfully thick. So this was, like I said, first batch of the year. I always have a few oopsies in it. It doesn't matter. It still is going to taste super yummy. We're going to let this sit for just a second. And you know what I do sometimes when I'm in a hurry? Like I am right now, because y'all are watching and you want to see the finished results. I take this guy, I pop him in the oven. It's not in the rules, it's not in the directions, but this is my secret tip that might make it go a little bit faster. Covering all the crackers would have definitely been a little bit better. I should have done that for sure. Okay, thank you, Teresa, for telling me it was time. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do now. Just enough to give those an extra little bit. Perfect. Right there, y'all. Okay. I mean, really quickly, don't leave them in long. Like, literally don't walk away. Because if you walk away, you will burn them. And then you'll be sad. And then I'll be sad because you're sad. And then, I'm going to take this guy. And we're just going to do this. And if you let them sit a little bit longer, they'll do it even more on their own. I could maybe have gone 1 more second on those, but... not much sec longer. And then what happens is these will cool. and you can break them apart. I typically, especially if I get a batch that isn't really well baked, like that one really was the perfect cooking temperature. It was nice and thick, syrupy. It wasn't syrupy. It was not real liquidy. So these guys should be fine to stay out on the counter. If I have one that doesn't set up quite as well, I will just keep those in the fridge, and it's so good refrigerated. But if you don't get it to harden enough, that is a little quick tip. Okay, there you go, guys. Who's making this one today? I can't wait. So yummy. Let me know what you're making today. I'm going to check and see if y'all have any questions super fast. Tomorrow morning, watch for the email. If you're a part of our Passionate Penny Pincher community, you should get emails from me, and you watch for an email from me on the aprons. Oh my gosh, guess who's going to eat that as soon as I finish up my video with y'all? As soon as this video is over, I will be licking that spoon. Let me see if you have any questions real fast. Watch for the aprons. We haven't really said a whole lot about them because we've been waiting so long for them to get here. Let me go through any quick questions. What's the other apron look like? Oh, good question. Let me show you that really fast. Y'all, I took the other apron off this morning. Hang on, let me go find it really fast. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. I knew I had it somewhere. Let me show you the apron really quickly. Ask any other questions. You're making Sweet Christmas. Oh, let me tell you what we're making. Wednesday, we're making my favorite. It's called white chocolate Christmas something. I love that one. Make sure you need to find the, what are they called? Butterscotch chips are the ones you're gonna need for that. They are so, so good. This is the cream one. I actually feel like this one is even cuter for Christmas because I love the colors. We debated doing one that was really, really red, like a true Christmassy one, but most of our stuff isn't, we don't have any red stuff, so we weren't sure how it would look with everything else. So I think this one is such a fun one to have for Christmas. You can tie it however you want. So excited for the apron. I'm so glad that you're gonna get one. Did you put sprinkles on at this point? I don't put sprinkles on, but you totally could. Ingredients on the caramel sauce. All it is cup of butter, cup of brown sugar. So easy. So all you need for this are saltine crackers, cup of butter, cup of brown sugar. You're good to go. Okay, I think I got through the question. Celebration box. Somebody just asked about. What box is this? It's the it is the celebration box. For those of you who don't have this one, this one is probably my favorite. They don't sell a ton. They're not super popular, but they should be. They are so fun. They have appetizer party menu, Valentine's, birthday, Easter, Cinco de Mayo, brunch buffet, family vacation menu, backyard cookout menu, game day menu, Thanksgiving menu, Christmas Day menu, and Christmas goodies menu. The game day menu alone is worth this. Or I'm sorry, the Christmas Day, overnight pull-apart cinnamon rolls, bacon and Swiss quiche, cranberry nut bread. I could put the cranberry nut bread in these to take to people. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I bet 2 of those would fit in those. I think it would be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do that. What else do we got? French dip sliders. My kids gobble down the French dip sliders. Warm corn dip and Grinch fudge. So anyways, that gives you an idea of what's here. We will be answering questions throughout the day. Fingers crossed, we see aprons. Make your Christmas crack. Get your stuff ready. Have an amazing day, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye, guys.